quite disappointing, because the Armed Forces Covenant isn't a proposal in support of the British Army. It isn't for the British Army. It's for soldiers who happened to at one time have been members of the British Army. There's a quote that says, "Wars are fought by young men but started by old men." And quite often these young fellas can be the victims of war. And what the Armed Forces Covenant says is that they should face no disadvantage. That's what you're being asked to support here, that members of society should face no disadvantage. And when you think of some of the roles that they carried out when they're in the military, it's not always war and it's not always blood and guts. There is instances in cities and social times during floods and things like that. They bring relief to people in times of difficulty and danger throughout the United Kingdom as well. And all we're asking is that when they leave the armed forces, they face no disadvantage, that they can have access to the support that is their right. And quite often they aren't able to do that. And I actually think of a friend of mine who would have loved an Armed Forces Covenant, a fellow called Paul Kinnear, one of the dearest friends I ever had in life. And Paul Kinnear, at one time when the Troubles were at their height, people were being discouraged by the likes of Reverend Martin Smith not to get involved in paramilitary activity, but if they wanted to try and protect their neighbourhoods, they would join the RUC or join the UDR. And Paul joined the part-time UDR, working in his grocery store in the Whitewell Road. And Annabelle will forgive me if I don't get this right, because I'm saying it from memory and not from written down. Paul was shot in the back by the IRA. Paul was paralysed and lay on a bed in a flat in Finnegie for 20 or 30 years of his life. And at times when the bed sores in his back and his legs were so bad, you could have put your fist into the holes that was on his back. And at times when his bed sores was bad, he had to be turned on his side, and he lay for 24 hours a day facing a wall 12 inches from his face. And what this covenant, Armed Forces Covenant request here, is that people like Paul, and even other people who maybe have mental scars that you can't see, are maybe just wee lads who have came from the streets, who had no other options in life, but who only seen the army as a way out, done a wee bit of service and are going back into Civvy Street, that they should face no disadvantage. That's all we're asking, that these people should face no disadvantage. And if this council chamber can't pass a motion that fellas like that should face no disadvantage, then it's an absolute shame on us all. Thank you.